Born on March 17, 1942, in Chicago, Illinois, Gacy's life was far from idyllic. His childhood was marred by abuse at the hands of his alcoholic father, and he was molested at a young age. Despite dropping out of high school, Gacy managed to find success in business and became an active member of his community. But beneath the guise of a respected citizen, Gacy harbored dark desires. He entertained children as Pogo the Clown, a seemingly innocent pastime, but behind the painted smile and colorful costume, a monster lurked. Between 1972 and 1978, Gacy raped, tortured, and murdered 33 young men and teens. He lured his victims to his home in Chicago with promises of work or money, only to subject them to unspeakable horrors. The bodies of his victims were hidden within the confines of his own home, buried in the crawl space beneath the floorboards. For 6 long years, Gacy's reign of terror continued unchecked, a stark reminder of the systemic failures that allowed his gruesome spree to persist. But in December of 1978, the horrifying truth was finally uncovered. Gacy was arrested and convicted for all 33 murders. In the wake of his arrest, the sheer magnitude of Gacy's heinous acts shocked the world. The grief, guilt, and trauma experienced by the victims' families and friends, and the lasting impact on his surviving victims like actor Jack Merrill, paint a harrowing picture of the human cost of Gacy's crimes. After a long and grueling trial, Gacy was sentenced to death. He spent 14 years on death row before his execution by lethal injection in 1994. In this video, we've delved deep into the life and actions of John Wayne Gacy, a figure who has left an indelible, albeit gruesome, mark on the annals of true crime. From his turbulent beginnings, we trace his path to the shocking crimes that ultimately led to his execution. We have cast a spotlight on the systemic failures that tragically enabled his horrific acts continue unchecked for far too long. It's a stark revelation of how gaps in vigilance and oversight can allow such nightmares to take root and flourish. The profound impact of Gacy's actions didn't simply end with his victims. It reverberated, creating waves of despair and heartbreak within their families and communities, forever scarring the people who were unfortunate enough to cross his path. It's a chilling testament to the far-reaching effects of such monstrous deeds. However, it's not just a narrative of darkness and despair. Gacy's story also serves as a potent reminder of the essential need for justice, the kind of justice that may not erase the past but can bring some form of closure and can prevent such incidents from happening in the future. Gacy was a man of dualities. One facet of him was the clown, while the other veered disturbingly towards the macabre. This chilling duality is a stark warning, a reminder that monsters can hide behind the most jovial of facades, lurking beneath the veneer of respectability. But the story doesn't end with Gacy. Its echoes reverberate through true crime history, serving as a stark reminder of the atrocities one man was capable of. It has influenced numerous investigations and narratives within genre, shaping how such cases are approached and understood. From this gruesome tale, we can glean lessons about the importance of vigilance, the necessity of diligent law enforcement, and the dire consequences of systemic failures. The story of John Wayne Gacy, disturbing and tragic as it is one that must never be forgotten. It's a narrative that continues to inform, to warn, and to echo in the halls of true crime history.